Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, guys, I'm going to do a reading really quick. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is leaving behind the past hurt. So, you're being pushed forward into a space of healing. You're being allowed to go beyond, allowed by you to go beyond the limitations that you've been staying within. And I get it. Sometimes we limit ourselves because we've experienced not so good things, and experiencing those not so good things causes us to, you know, be hesitant for other things. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Okay, one more shuffle. And then we're starting. Sorry, the start time for this was all over the place. I was fighting with TikTok. I was fighting with TikTok. Trying to figure out my technology. Okay, let's get started. All right. Ooh, I'm liking this already. I'm very much liking this. Yes. Yes. Okay. All of it real good. All of it real good. Allow yourself to get grounded in whatever it is you're needing to do or experiencing right now. Just allow yourself to really ground into that. Okay. Let your roots finally grow. Allow yourself to be fully present in the process that you're in, because the process that you're in, it's the beginning of the next part. You're in this space to heal right now. Part of healing is recognizing what needs to be healed. Part of healing is looking that wound straight in the eyes and acknowledging, like, okay, I see you, I feel you, and we're going to have to do something about this. You're not going to be allowed to stay. You're not going to be allowed to continue to overrun every single opportunity I have and cause me to enter into a space of self-sabotage, self-rejection, self-abnegation, all of these different things, right? Now, you have a guardian. There is someone that is looking out for you. This is a process that you're not going to do alone. Okay. You're not doing this alone. And so you need to just flow. Allow that fear to be recognized for what it is. Fear. Okay. Fear serves to bring your attention to the things that you need to pay attention to. It has a very real purpose in your life. We don't like it, but it serves a very, very real purpose in your life. Initiation. So you need to be very intentional in what you initiate. This includes connections. This includes all sorts of different types of sorry, Michael's talking to me right now. Okay. Okay. Something's being initiated, right? And I think you are the one that initiated it some time ago. You were the one that initiated it some time ago. It's a homecoming of something. Something is coming back home to you. Maybe an opportunity, maybe maybe a friendship. I don't know. Michael says my saltiness is showing. And All my folks know I'm salty. Y'all know I'm salty, right? I alternate between salty and sweet, making me very savory. Um, this message can mean so many different things, and it's going to mean something different for each of us. It's going to mean something very different for each of us. So I don't want to pre-program what this could possibly mean for you. And now he says, "Oh, that's a good tactic." I don't know what it means for each of us. This is a general reading, right? We're not going to taint this general reading with that type of messaging. We're just not. We're not. Leaving behind the past hurt, leaving that behind, right? So, fertility, you're entering into a space of creation. You're being given ample energy and drive to begin creating all of these different opportunities for yourself because things are about to come to fulfillment. Things are about to very seriously come to fulfillment. Whatever it is you've been working on, there's a really good feeling to it. There's a really, really good feeling to it. I would highly suggest you keep going. Don't allow yourself to get distracted. Don't allow yourself to enter into spaces of, oh, but what if? No, no. We're not dealing with what ifs at this point. We are dealing with the tangible. We are dealing with creating what you actually want and need. No more holding on to the past. No more holding on to those old feelings. No more pining away. No more waiting. No more any of that. No more excuses, right? This is the next part. This is the part where you step into the driver's seat and start controlling the direction your life is headed. All right, let's see. The map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. It's in reverse. Nervous laughter. Yeah. Look at his face. Look at his face. I don't know about y'all. That looked like an F boy to me. Are you dealing with an F boy? Mm-mm. No, I don't want your number. No, I don't want to give you mine. No, I don't want to meet you nowhere. No, don't want none of your time. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of your spiritual friend's ride. Y'all, I got a lot of things I got to do today. I don't know if I want to finish this reading. If this reading is going to continue to be directed towards certain types of topics, hold on. Let's ask baby cakes. Baby cakes. Michael says, ask that thing if you're being unreasonable. All right. Baby cakes, am I being unreasonable? Bitch, whose side you on? Whose side you on? You better stop moving. Baby cakes. Is this reading simply going to continue to rehash a dead and gone subject? Look at that very bashful yes. It's a very bashful yes. Let's go ahead. 100% at 1010. Let's ask, hey, baby cakes. Is this person an absolute F boy or F girl? Is that a yes? Okay, it's a no. Whatever, go back to sleep. I don't even know whose side you're on. You're tainted. You need to be cleansed. All right. So, whatever's happening here, I'm assuming it's having to do with Paladorian contracts, and we're just going to leave it at that. Okay? We're just going to leave it at that. Um, Baby cakes is tainted right now. Baby cakes needs a cleansing. All right. Whew. All right. All right. So there's something you're feeling like you have no free will. Um, we have to leave the past hurt behind. We have to just leave that in the past. We got to leave that behind. We got to move forward. We got to do what needs to be done. And the lack of cooperation with what your soul is instructing you to do, it's a form of self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. It's the very thing that's putting you in a space of feeling very unworthy of this next part. Mm-mm, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because it's almost a sense of like, um, the entirety of you and your potential is resting on the shoulders of someone else who, I mean, have you been able to rely on whoever this is for you? You know what I'm saying? Are they someone that if you're going through something very difficult, something horrendous, horrible, horrible, uh, are you able to call them and be like, "Hey, my car broke down. Can you come pick me up?" I mean, is that like what kind of relationship you have with this person? Mm? None? So why are they consistently being pushed forward? Right? Here's my logic. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really sick and tired of this subject. I am. I really, really am. Here's my logic. If you can't depend on them, if they are not even present in your life, if they can't manage to get their caca ass mind together to the degree that there can be some type of resolution implemented that is a compromise between the two of you, who are they even? Who are they even? Who are they? Like, what are they to you? Are you giving them a higher degree of consideration than what they are worthy of? Gotta leave that behind. Is it because, your feelings got hurt? And I get it. Your feelings got hurt and you can't let it go because you could have made it work. You could have, yeah, but they couldn't. Either they couldn't or they didn't want to. So that just needs to be left behind. It needs to be left exactly where it is. Set it on the ground and let nature take over it. Let nature just cover it with flora. Let nature bring some squirrels to poop on it, and then go bury it somewhere to forever be forgotten about. I don't know. This subject is so grinding. You know what I'm saying? It's grinding, grinding, grinding. Are you trying to make flour? You have your own flour mill. You keep grinding away at this, grinding away. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Ah, there's nothing in this room that can help me right now. It's this subject. Ah, I don't have a good opinion about this. I can't view this from a neutral point of view at this point. I'm very sorry. I can't even see this from a space of neutrality. This is a time waste. It's wasting your time, it's wasting your life. All of this life that you could have been living, all of these opportunities that you could have had to connect with people who are willing to connect with you, thrown away, wasted as you wait for this. I don't know. I don't know. Are they even in therapy? Do they need therapy? I think they need therapy. I'm not joking. I think they need therapy. Whatever this is, this push pull that's happening, it's a fucking waste of your potential. It is. It's a waste. It's a waste. Why are you suddenly quiet? Okay. Next card. Survival, false promises, right? But it's in reverse. The desert prince. They are this dry ass mofo. Oh, okay. So it's in reverse and it's telling me, oh, well, no, they'll come around. Who cares? Come around to what? Why are you still there waiting? They'll come around and you're just sitting there waiting? Why? Why is this person so special to you? Because they're my twin. Did you know the whole concept of twins has been bastardized? It is controlled opposition. It is a subject matter that, although it has components that are indeed fact, um, a large portion of what you know about twins has been bastardized. It has been used to keep you trapped in the same space, not moving forward. You ever heard of spiritual psychosis? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It is time to move forward. It is time to move forward. There is a very high potentiality that the fact you don't move forward from this gives them permission to continue to bind you to the same space. If a person is really, truly meant to be a part of your life, your journey, move forward and they'll meet you at a later date, later location where the two of you are no longer the same. And therefore, the possibility of repeating the same toxic cycles is greatly diminished, if not completely eliminated. Ooh, ooh, hold on. I got to message a twin because I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I am triggered. Where's the chat? Let me search it up. Bro, I'm live right now, and the whole topic of twins keeps coming up. Are you good? Are you good? I don't mean to take my frustration out on you, but are you good? Do you need any type of clarification or anything from me? I'm hoping your life is going well, but yes. Are you like feeling stuck somewhere in something or like I don't know. I don't know. I needed to like purge this. And I know you're such a safe space. So thank you. Love you. Hopefully you're good. Let me know if you're not. But this topic better stop showing up in my cards. Have a good day. Sick of this shit. I am. I am. I am. You got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep pushing forward. You can't allow this to keep you stuck because there are things that you need to accomplish. There are things you need to accomplish. The wise woman of Wonderland, integrity, compromise. You can never compromise your integrity. You can never allow someone to compromise your integrity. Did I really just send that message? Like, I'm so irritated. Maybe I should delete it. I'll just leave it. He know I'm crazy. He knows. He knows. Um, the Rainbow Prince, compensation, perseverance. Okay. Okay. I think what's happening right now is you're being triggered so that you can excavate all of this toxic yuck. You just need to get this yuck out. You need to allow yourself to get to a place where it's like you recognize what energies and desires are yours and which ones are not. And you're good to go. You can begin to like push away what is not your experience. Um, yeah, yeah. Do you really need to know? Once upon a time, there was this place that we lived at for a little bit. And there's something always wrong with the plumbing. Like it was consistent. Plumbing consistently needed to be worked on. There was consistently some type of problem. And then when the time came to leave, we kind of had the option to stay, but not, but yes, but no. And then in the end, it was like, no, we need to go because this feels like it's going to be an issue. Something's going to be an issue. And I don't want, like, I'm not vibing with the owner. I don't want this to be something we have to deal with. Great. So we leave and then like time goes by and it's like every, during that period every few months there would be another message from the same plumber that would consistently have to be called. Um and mind you, we're not there anymore, so it's like confirmation that we dodged a bullet. We dodged a bullet. Yeah, we dodged a bullet. Good thing we're not there. But I mean, do we need to still keep having confirmation that we've dodged a bullet? No, once you receive the confirmation that you're seeking, you leave it at that. You don't keep asking for more confirmation and more confirmation and more confirmation. You can just leave this where it is. It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right circumstance. It just wasn't right for you. Whatever that is that you're still holding on to, you got to leave it alone at this point. You just do. You got to leave it alone at this point. You have to choose yourself. At some point, you really just have to choose yourself, your growth, your healing, your potential, using your energy to bring your dreams to fruition. You could want something really, really bad, and you could be willing. Ow, I just pinched my. Ow, hold on. I'm trying to get my heater. Michael says, because I'm being cold hearted. What did you expect? Did you expect me to be someone I'm not? I'm cold hearted towards things that waste my time, my attention, my energy. Those are finite things that humans must deal with. I don't have the time, the energy, or the focus to waste it on inconsequential things. Even if you're willing, even if you are willing to put all the time and the effort into whatever this is, if they're not willing to meet you with the same degree of effort, same degree of commitment, baby boo, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Okay? You're wasting your time. It's time to move forward. But we're supposed to be together. Okay, well, if that's true, okay. But maybe not in this life. I'm serious. Maybe it's not in this life. Maybe it's in a different life. Stop trying to force something to happen. Stop trying to force something to happen. You are wasting time and energy trying to make something happen. Positive expectations and clarity, again, in reverse. In reverse, you cannot expect positive things to happen when whoever you're waiting for is looking only at the ugliness, only at the hurt, the pain, the I don't know, maybe there was miscommunication. Maybe they're just a spoiled brat. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, do you really know them that well? Because if you knew them that well, you wouldn't be waiting around. The reason you're waiting around is because you don't actually know them to the degree that you think. That's why you're waiting around. You're hoping. You're hoping that you won't be made to feel as though you've been rejected. How about we reframe? We reframe that. How about instead of seeing it as having been rejected, how about we see it as, man, we avoided some ugliness. We avoided some major ugliness because there was no guarantee that what you were dreaming of happening was actually what was going to happen. There's no guarantee of that. None. None. I know you're disappointed and you're hurt. Are you hurt because of them? Or are you hurt because you feel like you've made yourself into a fool? Because you feel like you've betrayed yourself? Because you feel some type of way about how you should have known better? You feel some type of way about how you wasted your own time? It's very important to be very honest with yourself during this period so that you could actually heal what needs to be healed rather than continuing cycles that really need to be put to sleep. You have to observe. There is an attempt at dark interference, but today, right now, you're being given the clarity to no longer allow that interference to continue. Ooh wee. Well, I stand corrected. Ooh wee. What if what if I misunderstood? What if it's not you waiting around? What if it's them waiting for you? Wow. Wow. Something's happened in the past, I think, several weeks. Oh, shit. Okay. I just got a notification and it just says straight up, don't wait. I'm going to show this on the screen. I'm going to show this because y'all, I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. Okay. This is, hold up. Okay. Okay. Let me just cover this as well. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. I'm going to show this to you right now. You're going to see this. You're going to see this because you need to see this. All right. Support updates for you. Don't wait. Keep going. You walked away from something already. Like I said before, if you and whoever this is are supposed to have interaction, are supposed to be in each other's lives, your paths will cross further down the line. And you both will have become different people, and the potentiality for another repeat of a self-sabotage cycle, um, that's going to be diminished, if not completely removed, right? It's going to be diminished, if not completely, wholeheartedly removed. You cannot reconnect with whoever this is so long as they remain the person they are right now, because the person they are right now is the same person that you walked away from. We not time wasting here. We not time wasting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and give my brows a little bit of love. But you know, see what I'm saying? Ah! Okay. Let's just look at all these cards. Yep. Whoever that is, hmm, I for sure ain't messaging that person. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not messaging that person. No. That's just a hot ass no. No. Mm-mm. When the person shows you who they are, how they are, because some people they'll work very, very hard to conceal the truth of their nature. Um, no, absolutely not. The individual that comes to mind, um, yeah, yeah, no, absolutely not. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. My husband really doesn't have any issues with me keeping in contact with whoever the heck I feel like I have to keep in contact with. This person, I'm absolutely certain. I'm absolutely certain. Um, yeah, no, you're not going to be resurrected from where you were buried. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See, for me, when your actions are hurtful towards me, and it's just me, I have a tendency to be like, okay, I know I have no chill at times. I know I could be highly sensitive. I know that, I'm a jumper, I'm a track star. I jump to conclusions and I run far. So I tend to be like, okay, well, let me just like reassess. Was I unreasonable? Was I unreasonable, right? Was that really what was happening? Did I jump to conclusions? Did I become reactive? But when your actions negatively impact, first and foremost, my children, and a very, very close second, just a hair behind, my husband, yeah, no, no. You will never have that same opportunity to access me to the same degree ever again. Ever, ever again. So, whatever this is, you need to remove that parasitic whatever. See, this way would tell me that it's in your life. This way tells me it's not in your life and keep it out. Deadbolt that motherfucking door shut. Deadbolt it shut. Build a panic room that you can enter into if they find another mode of entry. Board up the windows to your spiritual home. Um, ooh, all about fasting and breaking habits. you need to fast. I'm talking about a spiritual fast. No, you don't need to be nibbling from someone else's plate of toxicity. And you need to break this bad habit of letting toxic people back into your life. Okay? Hidden moon. This is something you're well aware of. You're well aware of it. And I think what's happening right now, part of leaving behind the past hurt makes you feel like, I need to fix that. I need to fix it. I need to make it right. No, they need to make it right. If they did wrong, they need to make it right. Like the person that I have in my thoughts, the one that I'm like, nope, you're not being resurrected. Bitch, you owe me a fucking apology. A wholehearted ass fucking apology. You need to handwrite in fucking calligraphy with a fancy indigo ink straight from India. Okay? You need to write by hand in calligraphy a wholehearted apology to myself and every single member of my family. Name them all because you know all their names. Name every single last one of them. And beg me for forgiveness. I'm fully aware of what you tried. Ooh. And I'm not promising I'm going to forgive you, but I don't want their blood. It might be diseased. Airborne pathogens. I'm good. Ew. I did take this online. I watched an online video about bloodborne pathogens when I first began my whole tattoo journey. Okay. Yes. I'm just gonna drink my detox tea. It's so damn good. Thank you to my friend who gave me all this tea for my Christmas gift. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. So many options. There's a fairy blend. There was one blend of tea that's like fairies. I love it. And then there's the winter one. There's one that's like, it's like a minty hot cocoa, but it has no cocoa in it, no sugar. There's one that's a sugar bush. It's so yummy. There's a whole bunch of them. It was yummy. All of them. All of them. See, those are the kind of friends we need, right? Someone who understands you to the degree that you need to be understood. You don't need to explain anything. They have an awareness of you, your heart, the way you function, right? They have an awareness of that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I am very, very happy to share that I'm so blessed to have friends like that, right? So, Arcturian activation. I don't know if you guys know this. So, this is my deck. I commissioned an artist, Colors Magica, and I had an entire deck made for me. And this is from my deck. Now, if you are one of the few who were able to purchase my ClairTarot deck, it's the ClairTarot deck. Things that are labeled as activation or sigil, they're actually programmed, energetically programmed. So go ahead. Allow yourself to look at this symbol, right? Breathe very deep, very slow. Allow yourself to feel the energy entering through your shield. This is not a being's energy. This is collective energy that is purified, filtered through the collective of the Arcturians. Arcturians are master healers. They are master healers. You are creating a solid foundation for yourself. 3 being the number of a solid foundation, 4 being the number of self. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 being the number of completion. That cycle is finishing. You are healing. So take a deep breath in and close your eyes. See that symbol in your mind. Allow it to be what's in your thought. The thing with symbolism and sigils, you don't have to consciously know what that means. All of the memories from your ancestors are stored in your mitochondria. You see that in your body knows. Your body knows. And it responds in accordance with what it knows. Allow that healing to flow through you. Allow yourself to receive what is rightfully for you. Natural endings in reverse. This is telling me that this circumstance should have been done a long time ago. The sun was setting on this circumstance a long time ago. And what happened? You got upside down in your perception because you let some spiritual guru, you let some social media post, you let some random video on the internet convince you to agree to a program that keeps you locked to a person who is clearly unhealthy for you in their current form. They are unhealthy for you. Why have we become so afraid to walk away from the very circumstance, the very people that have consistently shown us how unhealthy they are for us? Why is that? Why is that? We don't know, do we? And I think if you dive deep towards the seeking of the answer of that question, you will find the very root causation of your blockages. It probably stems from childhood. It probably stems from something, or someone that has very much caused you to feel unworthy. And whatever this is right now, it's triggering you. It's triggering that feeling of unworthiness. Clarifier sigil in reverse. You haven't had clarity about this in a very long time. 6 being the number of receiving. Go ahead and look at the sigil. Close your eyes and see it in your mind's eye. Feel the movement through your third eye, across your entire forehead, across the entirety of your crown, across the back of your head, down your spine. Allow yourself to truly see, what is this? What are you not letting yourself be clear about? Again, what is this? Renewal in reverse. You've been allowing yourself to be depleted by your thoughts, by your emotions, right? Is it your own way of punishing yourself? Is that what you're doing? You're punishing yourself for, I don't know. You have to leave the past hurt behind. You have to let that stay exactly where you drop it, because whatever you're doing right now, it's not in alignment with where you need to be within yourself. Okay, we're going to pull 2 final cards and we're going to let soul speak. Okay, we're just going to randomly pull one from there. I was only going to pull one more card, but I pulled the wrong deck. So I'm assuming we need a card from this deck and a card from this deck. All right. Ooh, hey, hottie. Hey, hottie, what's up? Okay, card number 18. All right. Look, it's Mindy. It's Mindy. Okay, I'm joking, Mindy. Card number 18, Lalita Tripura Sundari. With luminous grace, she plays her ways into our hearts, softening hardness and despair, awakening the remembrance of light, of love, of joy. No matter what you have experienced, your heart shall be cleansed and released from ugliness, sorrow, and pain. I love that. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared away. Our divine sister goddess invites you to recognize her golden, restorative beauty shining within your heart. Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty, for this is your essential nature. Gracefully release all else with dignity. So even Kali is telling you to let go. The third of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses, Lalita Tripura Sundari, is a divine mother manifesting as light, playfulness, and beauty. In the Shakti Tantras or scriptures of the divine feminine, there are 2 schools. One school celebrates Kali as the primordial origin of the universe, and the other worships Lalita as such. Yet they are but 2 faces of the one divine mother. Lalita doesn't compete with Kali. She is her boon-giving brightness. So Lalita would be equivalent to Kuan Yin. Lalita's presence in a reading is a reminder to play. Her sadhana or practice asks us to cleanse and heal our minds so we do not become consumed or overwhelmed by the suffering or ugliness happening in our world. Without denying the dark side of human nature, we can look through the inner eye to see what is happening at a spiritual level. If we look for the inner spiritual truth, we will find divine beauty. That is the courage, kindness, selflessness, generosity, love, and strength that humans develop and express in response to their problems. Lalita is the power to recondition the mind away from agony and into delight. This does not require changing the world, but rather seeing it differently. It's time to see your life and your journey differently, and the proper place of specific individuals in that journey differently. Instead of seeing humanity as victimized, weak, ego driven, and wounded, we can affirm humanity as a collective of spiritually brave souls willing to incarnate and grow during a challenging time of spiritual obscuration on earth. There is divine beauty in such boldness of spirit. Internally, we shift from despair to awe, changing our chemistry along with our consciousness. As that takes place, we begin to vibrate energetically at a higher frequency. Challenges are recognized as means through which blessings can be activated. Ooh! Let me read that again. Challenges are recognized as means through which blessings can be activated. Imagine the difference between a challenge and full on adversity, and you'll begin to understand the gravity of the amplification of blessings headed your way. The mindset of the warrior fighting against darkness can shift into the mindset of the priestess, facilitating the increasing presence of spiritual light upon earth. Same world, same circumstances, but different approach, interpretation, and response. which in turn leads to a different experience and future for us all. So instead of seeing the world as being overcome by darkness, shifting your perception to see the world as now becoming aware of the true nature, gravity, and breadth of this darkness, because we are being exposed to increasing layers and levels of light. Ooh, it's like you don't realize how dark a space you've kept until you turn on a night light. And then maybe a very warm, gentle light. And then maybe an even brighter light until you've lit up your entire house. And now you're like, oh, I can't believe I've been sitting in darkness this whole time. For years, I went through cycle after cycle of very intense clinical depression. Clinical depression, okay? Understand the gravity of the difference between feeling depressed and having clinical depression. That's a big difference. So I spent several years in this state of clinical depression. And I've learned now the environment I keep is indicative of the environment of my heart. I refuse to stay in a dimly lit room. It's not out of fear, it's out of this awareness that I keep a very delicate balance within myself. And I will not immerse myself into environments that do not hold the appropriate degree of light for me to function in the way I was designed to function by Creator. I will not stay in the company of dark people, people with dark intentions. This is not to say I will not allow people who exist in shadow to be in my presence. I too exist in varying degrees of shadow, hiding aspects of myself. And that's based on how I see myself at any given moment. But people who prefer living in that darkness so their dark deeds can be obscured by the lack of light, so that they can do things that are questionable, that lack integrity. I'm good off that. I'm so good off that. I am so good off of that. I will exist only in the environments that my soul says is healthy for me. I will let go of whatever needs to be let go of. I will allow myself to recognize the ways in which my decisions, which are rooted in my perception, are the very factors that determine how I will experience any given lesson given to me at any given time by my soul. Apologies. I'm wearing a new waist trainer, and it is bringing to attention my right serratus anterior is very weak. I must work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. I think maybe that coming to light, there's something about that. There's a reason that's being brought to light. The serratus anterior, it's in this area, right? And it helps with the protraction of your shoulder blade. It helps to bring it down and out like a scooping motion. If that doesn't function properly, your latissimus dorsi cannot function properly. It cannot brace you properly. This is what's causing the imbalance. You think there's a problem there, but the problem is here. It's an imbalance with the way my heart functions. It's an imbalance with the way I utilize my energy, my personal power. Serratus anterior, and I'm feeling it primarily. I'm feeling the sensations in a closer proximity to my solar plexus. This has to do with the way I utilize my personal power, the way I view it being on the right side, right being masculine. I still have to work through the ways in which I potentially am feeling some degree of shame for being able to speak up for myself, defend myself, and, you know, like that needs to be corrected. Is it because I'm broken that I need to correct this? No. It's because I deserve to know what it feels like to exist as a totality balanced within myself. And maybe that's what this person's part in your journey is, bringing your attention to the lack of balance that you have within yourself, the way you see yourself as only part of a whole rather than seeing yourself as an actual whole, right? Um, Sometimes we need the darkness, the feistiness of Kali and the warrior spirit, yet at other times, the lightness of heart, the delighted mind, and the buoyant spirit are what will open the way for us. For life to happen, we need both night and day, winter and summer, and everything in between. This is you entering into that totality, into a God state. Let me be clear on this, okay? Let me be very, very clear, because again, there's a lot of spiritual words that have been pushed out there that really will absolutely distort your proper place in your own life. This concept of we are gods, okay? If you're a god, control the weather, dictate to a lesser life form, create and then destroy. Bring into being an existence that was not there using only your breath and thought, an exhalation of your thought. So you are not God. You are a lesser, lower fractal of a God consciousness. That does not take away from the gravity of you. You can create for yourself, but you cannot command another living thing. Not the trees, not the land, not the oceans, not the shore. You cannot command other living things. And when you enter into a higher degree of that God consciousness that resides inside you, that has an awareness of the totality that it comes from, you will no longer need to command. Living things will be drawn to you. They will seek shelter with you. They will know you can protect them, provide for them, nourish and sustain them. And it is at that point you will have no desire to command, no desire to demand, no desire to create nor destroy. You are simply observing from a state of neutrality the gravity of your existence and its effect on the environment you exist within. There is beauty in the way this God consciousness functions. The higher you go, the less it is about proving, showing. It is simply about observing, taking note, and learning. What is happening right now is you're being asked to let go of something that has greatly disappointed you, greatly hurt you, because it was never rooted in the truth of who and what you are. It was rooted in this human expectation that was born of another human trying to convince you of how things are supposed to be, not merely sharing how they actually are. There's huge differences in these states of being. Huge, huge differences. Card number 12, divine content or divine discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender. and a deep desire to be free, right? I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There's a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours, there is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing. For the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet as a heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a holy fever, a sacred rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakening heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I am here, still waiting. I can stand this no longer. As the devotion grows and passion for the divine intensifies, so too does this yearning, so much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine. Or perhaps you're not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to smaller gods, such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. These smaller gods are not necessarily an issue. Yet you have drawn this oracle, so it is guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer. Sometimes that means we will have the meager meal wrested from our hand so we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is the divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, well, then something will be done by heaven. So make your relationship sacrosanct. Seek the divine in all things. When you cannot, when the power of lesser gods has you in its grip, acknowledge it. Bear witness to it. Do not chastise. Instead, be truthful. Let your heart break and lie prostrate on the floor, hands clutching and head bowed as though only your sadness and plight could stir the heart of the divine beloved into descent and grace, saving you from a life too far bland for your exquisite Epicurean palate. Just don't misinterpret the pain and think that something really is wrong. If you're surrounded by status and money and cannot understand why you should mourn, it is even more important that you allow yourself to do so. Mourning has to be felt. Understanding is not so relevant. But if you must seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel, you are just waking from the deepest slumber. And with your awakening heart, you are realizing a truth, a part of you deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind, is lonely for the divine embrace. This is right. This is sensible. This is sanity. This is the very reasoning as to why you need to move forward and not remain in that space of confined existence, limited perception. Whoever this is, for some of you, not all. For some of you, not all. Okay? This is an individual who they probably do need to have some type of part in your journey. What part? I don't know. I don't know. The most powerful thing you can do for the both of you is move forward with no hesitation, no dragging of the feet, no slowing things down. Move forward intentionally. Their longing will force them to move forward too. Because if the only way to access you is to move forward out of that space of pain, you are gifting them the opportunity to heal. And that's the most loving thing you can do for another person. Not wait for them where they left you. Not wait for them in that space of hurt, distorted perceptions. Instead, move forward. And when they can no longer stand the way it feels to be without you and proximity to you, they will absolutely force themselves to heal, to repair, to move forward, to find the courage to seek you in spaces of elevation. That's the most powerful gift you can give someone. Play your proper place and your proper role in someone's life. If they really want to be beside you, let them earn it. Keep going. Keep going. Earn your proper place in your life and let them witness that. Not to show off, not to manipulate them, not any of that, but because you need to see how far you can go. And maybe all they need is to witness you going far, just so that they can be encouraged to find the courage to go even further. Nothing is ever guaranteed. Allow everything to unfold exactly as it should. Exactly as it should. Okay. I got to go, guys. I'm going to be live later, I believe on Tiki Tac. I'm not sure. We're going to see how everything plays out. I'm trying to fix TikTok right now. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. Just want to remind you guys, I do have 2 workshops coming up. A Black Magic Revocation workshop where I teach you how to remove dark influence from yourself, protect yourself against people's malignant magical attempts. And then I also have the Morphogenetic Fundamentals workshop. This workshop is where I teach you how to tap into your abilities, into your personal power, how to maintain your energetic field. This is not for people who are working on clients. This is for you, for your own personal self-enrichment. I also have a soul-based business mentorship. If you are finally ready to begin the next part of your journey where you're ready to launch a business, you don't quite know what you should do, you don't quite know how to go about that, this is a perfect opportunity. I connect with your soul and I allow those messages to be heard by you, where your soul is guiding you which direction to take, what to focus on, how to go about doing it. For many of us who are not meant to be part of this matrix of control, separation, oppression, and all of these different things, really, you're not meant to work for someone else. You're just not. So that means it's time for you to create a business for yourself. Okay. Now, I'm not a business advisor. This is a very intuitive type session. Okay. Very intuitive type session. This is what I did for myself back in 2017. I launched my own company with only $30 overhead. $30, that's it. And it's become a fully sustainable corporation. Fully sustainable. And from that, have branched off multiple other businesses, multiple, simply because I follow the guidance of soul. Yep. Yes. I did this for a dear friend of mine. I gave them the information that they needed, and wouldn't you know, a couple months later, they're featured in Forbes. I love that. I love that. And there's quite a few other people who have become very successful in what they're doing. All they needed was to hear from soul. So that's a very powerful type of session. Outside of that, let me take this off screen. If you'd like to book a private session with me, go ahead and go to my Emmy Evolving website. You can click on the QR code or the link in the comments. I have a whole bunch of different things available. That includes etheric medicine sessions. If you're needing some work to assist you with some type of physiological condition that you've been struggling with, doctors haven't been able to help, you can find some etheric medicine sessions there. It's my first time offering it publicly. You needed to be privately referred to me by someone that I'm very close to, or I will not accept the session. And now I'm working past my fears. I'm working past all of these things that have kept me confined to a smaller space of being. This is the very same thing you need to do. Work past your fears, push forward, allow life to unfold for you. Okay. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, join me when I'm live, and find me across all social media platforms. I'm Emmy Evolving across the board. I'll see you guys again very soon.